A day in the light of truth for the seasoned seeker of the divine. Pondering how to shape their day feels like chasing a breeze. It's a question without substance. No rigid blueprint exists, for each dawn unfurls its own teachings. Yet one certainty anchors them. These lessons don't drift aimlessly. Recognizing this rhythm, they settle into peace. The path ahead glows clear and steady, its direction whispered to them daily. Those meant to walk beside them, fellow travelers of the same calling, find their way, ready to unravel the day's wisdom together. No one vital is missing. Each arrives with a purpose already woven into the hours, a thread of insight ripe for that moment. To the seasoned seeker, then, this question dissolves. It's been asked, answered, and now rests in the quiet hum of the divine's constant presence. But what of those still finding their footing, not yet cloaked in such assurance? They're unready to drift without a map. How do they offer their day to the divine? Some guiding stars shine for all, though each must follow them in their own stride. Clinging to habits can turn them into false beacons, dimming the very light they're meant to reflect. Still, it's wise to greet the day with intention. A stumble at sunrise doesn't doom the journey. Every misstep invites a fresh start. Yet aligning early saves precious steps along the way. For beginners, time serves as a gentle tether, not the final measure, but a practical one at first. Early on, this focus on moments spared is key. Though its weight softens as understanding deepens, we can say with confidence, time carved out to greet the day well as time reclaimed. How much should you give? That hinges on the seeker themselves. They don't fully bear the title until they've walked the workbook's path. Our shared journey sets the frame. Once those structured strides are complete, personal need takes the helm. This way is ever grounded in the real. Perhaps the seeker wakes amidst clamor, far from stillness. No matter, they resolve to pause with the divine as soon as the world allows, and they do. Length isn't the heart of it. An hour with eyes shut can yield nothing if the mind wanders. A fleeting breath can weave you wholly into the divine's embrace. Here's a simple thread to hold. Soon after rising, claim your quiet space, linger a heartbeat or two past when it feels hard. Often, that straying will melt away. If it lingers, step back. That's your cue to pause. Night mirrors this dance. Maybe your stillness fits best in evening's glow, not at sleep's edge. Lying down tempts drift, so perch upright in whatever pose feels true. Having traced the workbook's arc, you've likely found your own rhythm. If you can, though, the moments before sleep are a golden gift to the divine. They cradle your mind in calm, turning it from shadows. If earlier suits, don't skip a brief flicker, a mere instant with eyes closed. Thoughts lifted to the divine. One spark should flicker through your day, a burst of delight, a ripple of serenity, a boundless unshackling that frees all it touches. You might think you've built a fortress for yourself, a force to fend off the nightmares you glimpse, but it's a mirage. Your refuge isn't there. What you release is just the illusion of guarding illusions, a flimsy veil you've mistaken for threat. How comical to tremble at nothing at all. Your walls won't hold, but you're not at risk. You don't need them. See this, and they fade. Only then do you step into your true shelter. Time flows effortless for the seeker who claims this shield. Old games of self-preservation lose their pull. They're safe, and they know it. The guide, ever steadfast, walks with them. No need to rank the tangles they face. The guide sees them all as one, untying each with equal ease. Their safety holds steady, unchanged by hour or place, for all moments are one in the divine's gaze. This is their anchor, they need nothing more, yet the road holds snares for those still journeying, and they must recall their shelter often. How, when the day pulls their mind outward, they try, trusting not in their own strength, but in the gift of triumph that meets their call anytime, anywhere. Doubt may flicker, and when it does, they'll slide back to leaning on themselves alone. Don't miss this. That's a trick, a frail shadow of real aid. It's unfit for the divine's seeker, unworthy of the guide's kin. Shunning tricks sidesteps the snares. Every lure is just a tug to trade the divine's will for another, a pitiful bid with no sting. These efforts don't ripple outward. They neither harm nor heal, soothe nor scare. When all tricks are seen as empty, the seeker stands at the peak. Every prior lesson bends toward this, drawing that truth closer. Tricks, in all their guises, do nothing. Their hollowness makes them easy to slip past. What holds no sway can't haunt dot, no will rivals the divine's. In plain terms, the seeker gives their day to this truth. Each false anchor they clutch only misleads, but they're safe from delusion if they choose to be. Maybe they whisper, the divine is near, I won't be fooled. Maybe it's a single word or none. Yet every pull to trust in tricks must fade not as peril or guilt, but as meaningless. Born of loss and divide one error in two masks, they let go of what was never theirs. For this release, eternity floods back into view. Wouldn't you leap at this trade? The world would, if it knew the offer stood. The divine seekers must show it does. Their task is to learn it first, then share it. Pain comes only from betting on tricks, nothing else dims the day. Only the divine's will endures. Those who teach this know it's true, seeing all else as fleeting slight. That illusion of power that tricks work props up every false belief. Hour by hour, breath by breath, they learn to spot these masks and shrug them off. Fear lifts, and they stride on. Heaven's gate swings wide, its light bathing a mind at peace.